Hello ladies and gentlemen, denizens of cyberspace everywhere. I'm Extinction and this is Budget Gaming, where each episode I take you through a different free-to-play game, giving you a look and my impressions, so you can decide for yourself whether you'd like to have a go. Today we're in DC Universe Online, and show you a little bit of the character creation first. This is taking you through your male and female selections, various sizes. Yeah, so DC Universe Online is published and created by Sony. It was released in January 2011, and by November 2011 it had gone free to play. So there is a cash market which gives you access to DLC, various costume pieces, and most recently a new power set, which I'll show you during the character creation briefly. The character creation for DC Universe Online is not quite as comprehensive as the other two superhero MMOs. You're restricted to a humanoid character. You do have all sort of access to a lot of the DC hero looks and whatnot, and of course you do. One of the biggest features is the access to heroes or villains.
Select a personality to determine social behavior.
A lot of this is just cosmetic right now. Okay, we'll get through a little bit of. I tend to take the same. You have the choice of a mentor, 3 different mentors for heroes, 3 different mentors for villains. So you have for villains the Joker, Lex Luthor, and Circe. For heroes, you have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And these are slightly more than cosmetic, as they guide your mission progression, although you still have access to many of the same missions regardless.
Select power group from available exobyte data to determine.
Your mentor also affects your final missions in the storyline. So here we have some of the power sets: fire, gadget, ice, mental, nature, sorcery, and the 3 DLC powers: earth, electricity, and light, which is the Green Lantern power set. And they basically break down into tank, control, and healing. However, every power set has a DPS ability as well, so you can solo the entire game regardless of which power set you take. And the combat is done a little bit differently in DC Universe Online from many MMOs, probably because it was basically built around the PS3 as opposed to being a PC game originally. Clearly I'm playing on the PC right now, however. So what you have the power sets. Oh, sure, I'll take. What am I going to take? Let's see. Yeah, we'll take fire for now. And 3 different travel sets: flight, acrobatics, and super speed. Super speed by far my most favorite, and it's done very well in this game. Here's where you get a little bit of difference. So yeah, in addition to the power sets, you have weapons as well. Quite a variety of weapons. And the weapons is where you can get you get the button mashing basically, but with the use of combos. And so it's a bit more than just plain button mashing, as you have a variety of combos that give you blocks and block breakers, interrupts and things like that. And then you supplement the basic weapon combat with your power sets. So
Displaying exobyte download summary. Appearance options now available. Modify any category as desired. Except
in my opinion, it gives for very fast-paced combat, especially in the PvP. It's one of my favorite games to PvP in. So here we'll just build our character. I like to customize. You can, as you saw earlier, you can just pick one of the iconic character sets as well. There's quite a wide range of hair selection, although many of them are repetitive. So facial features, skin, etc. is pretty much locked once you pick it at the character creation screen. However, costumes, you can unlock new costume sets and various armor. So the initial costume set is purely cosmetic, and you have 0 armor. There is an armor system which allows you to unlock costume pieces, and the costume and armor act separately, which is quite a nice way to do it, especially for superhero games, of course. And it tends to lend itself to a wider variety of hero and villain appearances. I'll just quickly go through some of the costume pieces. You can change the color, of course, after you select the costume. You can see from this point, I mean, the character creation is not nearly as broad as in City of Heroes or Champions Online, where you can, well, Champions Online, for example, you can create very non-humanoid bestial characters, demons, whatnot. You can do that to some extent in DC Universe, but not nearly the same degree. I'll try and get through this quickly. I'm a bit of an altaholic myself, so I tend to put a little bit of effort into the appearance of my character, although as you unlock new costume sets it changes throughout the game as well. Here's a variety of wings and capes and whatnot. I tend to go without the cape option for most of my characters. So this dude's looking suitably bad. Trying to find some proper leggings here. There we go. Decent. Let's see. Decent set of trousers there. Give him some shoes, and we're just about done. So a lot of similar looking. You got the bit of fanciful ones as well. Let's just do, well, okay, there we go. Now let's get him some color. You basically, for the color options, you have, as you can see, a color palette which changes the color of all costume pieces. It's a little bit limiting, but you get used to it. It gives for a more cohesive overall color coordination of this suit. Okay, there we go. Black and red, apparently the most common colors for villain costumes in the game anyway.
Download successful.
Alright, here we go, we're inside.
Very nice. We've got a live one. They call me Calculator, and I'm going to try to get you off this ship alive. First priority, look for a door or something similar.
Okay, so standard WASD for movement. You have a regular walking pace. You have a pretty good jump. There's attack with the melee attack for all different weapon sets with the left button. And let's see, there's my super speed with F. And the beautiful thing about super speed, in this game you can run up the walls. Yes, that's right, they finally got it right. Quite a nice effect. It does wear off because of course you're harnessing the speed force.
Warning, conversion activity malfunction. Unfortunate. The ship knows you're awake. Ready to fight your way out.
So targeting is a little bit, takes a bit of getting used
Watch
to.
it. Activity on the ship's network shows they're gathering beyond that door.
You can tab to lock on a target, but that kind of restricts you. So essentially you want to target whatever is directly in front of you. Unless you have other reason, unless you have reasons not to. There we have the all weapon sets also have a ranged attack with the right mouse button, which varies in power and speed depending on the weapon set. So this allows, clearly allows all character types to play the DPS role and to be able to solo the content. In fact, it is a very solo-friendly game for the most part until you get to level 30.
Gather reinforcements. I will patrol towards the prison bay.
And level 30 is the level cap, which is quite a low level cap for MMOs, and you do kind of feel it because you can level to 30. If you're hardcore, you can do it in a week.
Charging. Overload. Slam.
There is higher level raid content for gathering better armor, PvP armor, etc.
That thing was an overseer. They're no joke. Let's get you out of the halls. Transport tubes crisscross the entire ship. Look for one right above you and use it to get out of there.
The higher content doesn't tend to be very, apart from the raids and the missions explicitly set up for teaming, the other content's not very team friendly and is more solo oriented. So you just leveled, as you saw, to level 2. Every second level you get a power level. You have iconic powers, which open up at level 9. So I'm just showing you some here, stuff like heat vision and batarang, stuff like that. At level 22, the second set of iconic powers opens up, and these are these boost your basic stats, and those are mostly those are the ones that I tend to use instead of the level 9 ones, because you have enough powers in your main sets anyway. Every power type has 2 power trees. You can put powers in as you want, but you unlock different as you progress through the tree. You unlock it, of course, so you get the more powerful powers when you progress through the same tree, like most games. So for this guy, just give you a show through these. I think I'm going to take the fireball. I don't usually take it. I usually take immolition, which is a nice melee one because the game is very melee oriented for the most part. But let's pick a fireball just for fun. And there you go. Now back to the mission.
All units. The subject has left the main corridors. Search the vessel.
And they have built quite a story around this game. There's a series of comic books with backstory. There's a number of videos that have been released as DLC, free DLC, and yeah, it's interesting enough. And all the solo content revolves around the storylines, so it's all sort of tied together, from the various mentor storylines, which is quite interesting.
continue.
The ship's patrolling for you. We're not out yet.
So Calculator's the one who speaks to you
Brace yourself. More security's
as a
coming your way.
villain. If you choose the hero path, you get to listen to Oracle talk to all the time.
Stop the human.
The tutorial zone's pretty trivial. It's pretty hard to get killed in the tutorial. What I mostly use it for when I make a new character is to collect skill points, as I'll show you in a few moments.
Motion detected in the hallway. Stop the
The
human.
skill points allow you to unlock combos for your weapon. They allow you to unlock other weapons once you reach level 10. And they allow you to unlock...
There's a high security nexus up ahead. Get through and use the transport
They allow you
tube.
to unlock stat boosting powers as well, sort of passives. And you gain a skill with every second level. You also gain skill points from achievements. So I think the cap on skill points is well up in the 70s, but if you don't do any achievements, you'll end up with sort of mid-20s at the end of the game. So quite a substantial difference. Okay, here we just see the armor, so you can pop on some armor, and you get collectibles which you can just toss out. And again, I showed you earlier, I didn't mention it, you can lock and unlock the appearance of your character, so you can change the appearance of any particular part of his costume or not at all. And you notice you don't take any damage from falling. Yeah, so I quite like the costume versus armor setup, because it allows you to keep whatever appearance you want.
Delivering shipment of Earth goods.
When you gather armor, you unlock various
Units move into
appearances.
position. Contain the human.
Different chess pieces, for example, which you can then use independent of the armor itself, which is quite nice. Here I'm just throwing some barrels because of course there's achievements for barrel smashing. I missed it that time.
Delivering shipment of Earth goods.
You have three main types of barrels. One is explosive, one is healing, that's what the orange one there is, and one is a freezing one, which we'll see in a short time. Oh, looks like I got, there it is.
Delivering shipment of Earth goods.
Brace yourself. More security's coming your way.
And we're about to level 3 as soon as we take care of this group. I'll take you through the weapon combos. There, for example, is a feat. Breaking 5 barrels. If you work at it in the tutorial, you can get the 25 barrel breaker for the red ones as well. So, with some practice there, I won't bore you with all of that on this guy, but there we go, we just leveled to 3. There we go, we got a skill point, and so it comes from this menu. So you can put a skill into your weapons or into your travel power. The travel power only unlocks at level 9 though, so for now we put it into the weapons, and you can unlock combos and different abilities for your melee and for your ranged. One of the best ones to start off with, in my opinion, is the lunge. Here's the 3 we can choose from now. And the lunge is usually the hold. You see, you have taps and holds, so that's where the button mashing comes from, and the variation in button mashing, as you will. So you've got left holds, right holds, and taps, and then combinations of those. For example, tap hold, like that one, or multiple taps to get different combos. So I believe this is the lunge. Let's take this one. And here we go with some of the others. They give you boosts to stats if you go down the main combo line, and then on the side there are some that just boost your stats, but you have to unlock those by going down the tree. Alright, onward.
Wonderful. My readings show a full-scale invasion force aboard. We have to destroy this ship.
Here we have another minor mechanic of the game is these shielded units and these stunning units in the back. You see the brain that's encased in a shield with the lightning symbol above its head. Excuse me, above its head. So it's immune to attack at the moment, and it charges up. When it spews out its blast, it'll stun you unless you block. So here you go with the blocking. Go, now they can attack. So there's a nice mechanic with it. There's a blocking and dodging in this game, which makes it also adds to the action-packed combat. Because not only do you have to just stand there and take it, or you can run around and attack, but you can also actively block and dodge. Of course, then there's block breakers. You get certain attacks that can smash through the block. So it does make for a very combat experience.
Destroy the escapee immediately.
It's not a pure button mashing at the higher levels. And then break free if you get captured or stunned or whatnot. You can break free as well by doing a bit of button mashing also. We've got another achievement for barrel breaking. Here's a whole room full of heal barrels. Don't heal your opponent, fortunately. Not sure why Brainiac would have a whole bunch of heal barrels on his ship, but
the main gun is just ahead. Destroy it, and the blowback will disrupt the ship's shields. Then we can get on board and shut this down.
Oh, we're getting close to the end now. It's a nice tutorial. It's not too long, but it shows you everything you need to know. All the mechanics are included in the tutorial. There's the freeze barrel. They become almost immune, well, virtually immune to damage when they're encased in ice. My lunge attack, which this is graphics in a close range.
Do not let the prisoner reach the prime weapon control room. Damage to the power couplings will destabilize the ship.
Just grab this last. Alright, now we're moving into the last part of the tutorial mission.
Do not be foolish, human. You cannot cannot stop the conversion.
You're in. Destroy whatever is connecting the gun to the ship.
So here's the minor boss fight. Not yet. First we have to take out these.
Get ready. You're approaching the gun chamber. Once the gun is out and the shields drop, Lex Luthor will teleport in to help destroy the ship.
One of the achievements you can get in the game, it relates to the hit counter, which you see down there, 14, 15. You get achievements for 25, 50, and 100 hits. Now, in my opinion, this is the best area to get it usually. However, my ranged attack seems stronger than I remember, so I don't know that I'm going to make it to 100, since I've already destroyed half of the couplings. Essentially, use your weakest attack, and just keep alternating between attacking couplings and attacking bots, and with luck you'll get close to 100 hits. Usually I manage to, but actually seem more powerful than I'm used to. So I'm just using my ranged attack. It's a bit too strong. And the bots aren't spawning fast enough, so I'm gonna... I don't think I'm gonna make it now. Only 70 hits, unfortunately.
You've done it. The gun. It's crashing into Brainiac's bottle force field below.
You will submit.
The boss fight. Use a teleporter for the charge attack. So DC Universe Online has 3 different access plans. There's the subscription model, what they call the Legendary plan, which is a $14.99 per month Game Pass. There's the Premium plan and the Free plan. The Free plan offers you 2 character slots and limited inventory space. For spending $5 in the shop, you become a premium member, and that gives you access to 6 character slots, as well as an expanded inventory space. The 6 character slots then allow you to play 1 character for each mentor if you wish, which is a very good deal in my opinion.
Lex, the shields are down. It's all yours.
Foolish human, you have doomed yourself. You will go down with this ship.
Pathetic machines. You there! Help me fend off Brainiac's spotter while Calculator locks onto one of the ship's teleporters.
Cannot defy the will of Brainiac. Surrender now.
I used to try and get the 100 hit achievement on this stage, but you either have to fight with Lex or with Superman, and both of them are far too powerful and tend to kill the robots too fast.
Hold on. Keep fighting. I'm almost into the ship's command systems.
Overall, I really enjoyed DC Universe Online. It's an action-filled MMO with an interesting superhero story. The mechanics are smooth and quick to get used to, and there's lots to do and see in the world. There's some negatives. The level cap feels a bit too low, and it'd be nice if some of the issues with teaming were fixed. You'll also have issues if you're hardcore PvPer, as there tend to be glitches with some of the powers that can make certain weapon sets overpowered. But if you just love the idea of beating up baddies or goodies as a superpowered being in an action-filled MMO, then I found few experiences more fun than DC Universe Online. The tutorial introduces you to most of the game mechanics and the combat feel of the full game, so why not give it a try? After all, it's free to play.
You've done well here. Better than those incompetent so-called heroes outside.
That's it for this episode. I'm Extinction, and you've been watching Budget Gaming DC Universe Online. If you like this video, please favorite and subscribe. Until next time, keep fighting the good fight.
Safety.